The third relationship is interactive relationship, where your all channels are in sync with each other, and even if they were not in sync with each other at the time of beginning of your relationship, but one person between the two energy exchanges was a lot more conscious, a lot more mature, then he or she brought the other person on that level. So, for example, when you meet somebody and you feel that they are struggling with pain and trauma and all those darkness, and then you can see that through, then you don't work on them, you work on your own self so that your channels are open, you are a lot more composed, and then in time your partner, or especially your love partner or your spousal partner, would also come and come to that level. And in business partner as well, because sometimes you start off not or a business colleague relationship, sometimes you don't start at a very very cordial and in a happier place, but then in time you do realize the other person was a lot more struggling, and it's fine, you give that margin, and then bring that person with your love care margin to a point of mutual trust, mutual respect, mutual love, and mutual faith, and believing in each other. So that's the and where your majority channels are open for each other. You're very coherent. You are okay to share your vulnerabilities, and that's where the maximum growth happens, because there is nothing to hide. There is nothing to prove. There is nothing. Um, to prove a point to anybody, right? And then you're a lot more acceptable, and there is a level of acceptance of who you are, where you are, because you are accepting your own self. Actually, you're healed from inside, and you're just accepting your own self. So if you don't accept your own self, that's where the problem is, because that's where the game starts, the mind game starts, and when the mind starts to play games with you, it's honestly, it's the mind only is playing games with your own mind, because your mind control is controlling all your relationships and telling you that this is how you can maneuver things and manipulate things. But you know what, people can see it through. It's sooner or later people would know who you are. I always say, and this I've learned it from my family, from my parenting training, that as a child I was told that you don't lie, because then you don't use your memory. Once you don't lie, you say things right on their people's face, in a most polite way, in a communication is the best way to communicate whatever you're feeling or whatever you want to say. But then if you're lying, then you're using your memory to remember what you lied about. So people would know if the relationship is not transparent. If the relationship is transparent, then it's an interactive relationship, and the growth will happen. The real growth will happen. Even in a boss and subordinate relationship, I think the best bosses I have seen, and I try to develop my own team as well in the same manner, because once you give them empowerment, once to understand them, give them margin, develop them, and then give them real feedback. Because many a times in corporate world especially, people don't like to give actual feedback, because there is this tool, assessment of the boss at the end of the year, and then they are afraid that their assessment would be equally impacted. So I personally feel that if you're not building your relationship on the right grounds, and there is no level of trust between you and your subordinate, or between you or your boss, that's where the business is going to suffer, and then even your relationship and even your own personal and professional growth will suffer. So that's my own personal experience as well. So interactive relationships are the trust based, mostly open, vulnerable relationships where you can be candid with each other, and I think that's the best.